Alright, so now that we've done a lot of like the Wither fights, the Ender Dragon fights, Ancient City runs, it's now time to really get building. And the timeline for this one's gonna be all out. It took me a long time to figure out what exactly I wanted for this fishery, hatchery, I don't know. A lot of what I placed I ended up taking down. The whole front of this building gets redone completely because I didn't like it. I left it like that for like a good month before I even got back to it. I didn't really finish this underwater terraforming, but I did a fairly good chunk of it. Like, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Good old Pinterest helped me out here. Just looking at shapes of rows to find one that I liked. I always kind of go with a rough outline first, and then I add in, and again, I just make it up as I go. Whoa, that spelling's really bad. I don't know how I missed that, but Windows or something. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep them all in the same style, but yet it's like they were built at different times by a different designer, yet the instructions were keep it roughly the same. So the second part of the building I built in spruce because it's supposed to be the older part of the building, because oftentimes buildings get additions added to it and you have like a sleeker design usually. At least that's how it's trending nowadays. Anytime I need a second opinion, I always call the red panda over. We've been like sharing creative projects with each other for a long time. So anytime we need something, whether it's drawing, writing, whatever school project, or when we were in school, whatever school projects, personal projects, we always will contact each other, ask for a second opinion. I don't remember why I had these strips in the middle. I looked at a lot of pictures, so it must have come from somewhere. Now, because this is an overhang, there's going to be more shadows under there, unless the lighting's good, which I didn't put lighting, so it's not good. Yeah, so it's done, and I'll tinker with it. It's not done in the inside, it's just the outside. A lot of my base is just filled with unfinished projects, and this is going to be another one of them. So when I was designing this base, I was also thinking about, well, how would this place get their supplies? Well, helicopters one, roads are another. Well, what about by boat? So I have to build a dock for said boats to stop at. It's definitely not a like realistic design, but that's not really the point. It's more just taking inspiration of, I want to build a base with some realistic elements, but some just for fun, because having something truly realistic in Minecraft looks a bit, I mean, it doesn't look bad, it's hard to do. And oftentimes you really need to scale it up to such a large size. No idea why I kept this awkward silence where I'm doing absolutely nothing. But part of why I built the bridge before was because I wanted to do this and I just needed to move the current one. So I couldn't start on this until I had finished the bridge. Now, how do we move the materials from the dock to the actual facilities? Well, I've originally designed multiple cranes moving stuff along, but then I decided to do like this elevator ski lift looking thing. I don't know. But it was a very finicky build. I don't remember if I had ever recorded the Elder Guardian fights and stuff. That was something that we had done. And so we had conduits. I find fighting Elder Guardians kind of boring. I don't know if it's just the difficulty. I think we're playing on normal, but they just aren't as difficult as I feel like they should. So now I have to create like it's not building coupling. I don't remember the name, but cross beams. That's it. Building coupling is for earthquake. These were kind of a pain to build. In another realm, I had built a watchtower with these cross beams before, and so I had experience doing this before. So when I made the bridge, I ended up adding a bunch of lanterns to light it up, but then I also made armor stands to act as, I don't know, guards, sentries, whatever. Well, I spooked myself when I was looking at this lift as the rendering was going in and out. It looked like a ghost. Yeah. So I went into Java Creative with Axiom, and there's one of the tools, I don't remember what it's called, it's been a while, since I've used Axiom, that allows you to stretch from one point to another. So I got the exact height of the tower, and then I just stretched it, and so that would be the line that was created. There's no way I could do this on my own. So what those lines are essentially where the cables are going to be running from. Again, think of it kind of like a ski lift. Now, there's no engineering whatsoever in this. Do not take it as realistic because it is not. I was making stuff up as I went. Engineering is not my field of study. So these essentially are where it's going to be running the tracks. So I went back to my consultant buddy and asked if I should have the actual lift be at the base, at the docks, in the middle hanging, or up at the top. Because I was unsure of how exactly I wanted to do it and design it. Now, this is unfinished, but the lift itself is complete. However, once you get to the top, there's no way to move the materials, so that's where I'm going to build a crane and a building loading bay, but that's just something I haven't gotten to. Oh, that's alright, I don't mind. This was kind of a mind-bending one. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite build, but for how weird it is, I'm happy with it. And I think it fits with the base.